Hey everyone, so I'm back from Moffitt Cancer Center and I'm somber for a reason. I'll just kind of go through my day and try to get through this post without crying. So, our day started out with an early takeoff to Grandma and Grandpa's house to take care of little man while Brett and I took off to Tampa to the Moffitt Cancer Center. And they took care of him. Thank you guys so much for getting him to and from school and watching him. We didn't get home actually tonight until about 7:30ish. So my first appointment was to get lab work, and of course, I got double sticked. The first one didn't go through, and the second one was fine. But I found out a few interesting things about number one. I know nurses always tell you just breathe deeply, breathe in and out, no shallow breaths while giving you a shot. And I always thought, or giving you a shot, putting in your IV and all that. I always thought that was just like a calming technique, but I learned that actually just helps open your veins and gets the blood flowing. So just keep that in mind. I also found out that today she was using the baby needle and it wasn't working, so she used an infant needle in my arm. I know I'm a big baby, but come on, guys. Anyways, so she finally got it, and I headed over to do the MRI brain scan next. So, with the MRI, you have to change out of everything. So, I was very happy that my husband helped me get undressed and get me into my gown gear. And I went and got the brain scan. Took about 30 minutes. I hate it when you have to put that face guard on to keep your head still, and it's so freaking loud in there. Even when the music plays over the earphones, it's just... Anyways, got that done, and then had to go get dressed again. So I waited on my assistant, and he came and helped me get dressed. So then after that, he and we hung out and waited, and I had to get a CT scan of basically from my neck all the way down to my lower abdomen, and then a second CT of my right leg with all my issues. So, got through with that finally. Took a while, and I finally get to eat something at 1:45. I was starving. So, we went to my favorite little cafe that's right there, a little Starbucks cafe they have in the lobby area. Finally got something to eat, and then my hubby and I headed on upstairs to see the big guy, the actual oncologist, not just the assistant. So here we go. So here's where I struggle. The MRI brain scan was fine. Everything went well there. The neck to lower pelvic area, he questioned an issue that was in the back areas where he was pointing. I'm assuming he meant the rectum. So I was like, are you talking about my resection? He wants me to follow up, and he was happy to hear that I'm about due for my 3-year colonoscopy. So I'll be taking care of that. But the the lower sorry the lower leg has a new spot, a new mass in it. So he wanted pathology to come into the room and do a needle biopsy of it to see if the fluid from it that they take, is it scar tissue, is it tumor, and so because he felt it, and he, it's hard, and it is actually still leaking, it's still weeping from the biopsy all the way back from November. So he had pathology come in there to take the sample, and they disagreed, to make a long story short, and that didn't sit well with my oncologist. So they disagreed because they didn't think there was enough there for a pathology report to be created, because they said it was too flat. And I said, the other one was flat too. It was just a bug bite. There wasn't anything there. So I don't understand this, but they said the option was surgery. So I was going to be scheduled for surgery. So the oncologist asked them to leave. He was pretty upset. They agreed to disagree. And we talked a little bit more, and he's just nervous about cutting on this leg because of having the lymphedema. It's still weeping just from a punch biopsy. And when you have no lymph nodes, you're susceptible to bacteria and infections and open wounds that won't heal. And he's not really wanting to do the surgery if he doesn't have to. But we left it with, he was going to have a surgical consult scheduled for me, and kind of let them make that decision. So I left pretty upset. Obviously, I'm still pretty upset. Sorry. And he actually called on our way back, and he wants to try one thing before we go in for surgery. Is he's going to have radiology step in, and he wants to do a ultrasound guided needle biopsy just to check, is it scar tissue from the punch biopsy, or is it actually a tumor? So as soon as I know something to schedule that, we're going to go that route first. And if it's just a scar thing, then we're going to just watch it real carefully. And if it comes back as a tumor, of course, I'll be scheduled for surgery. So I am not gonna lie, I'm pretty upset. I'm tired of tumors being created in my body. I do all the proper precautions that I'm supposed to. I'm just afraid if I do have the surgery, I have the concerns of what the oncologist does and with the healing process. And it is literally only 3 centimeters away from where my other tumor was. It's a whole nother healing process. I already have difficulty walking on that leg. I'm just pretty raw right now. So I will keep you posted on when they plan on scheduling to have the radiologist and the ultrasound guided biopsy to find out what the next phase is. So that was my day today. I could really use some positive vibes. That'd be awesome, because I'm not in a happy place right now. So you can be cancer free, but never free from cancer, because it just can keep showing up, I guess. I don't know. All right. Bye, guys.